Good morning, I'm Brian Reagan, this is.
Hi, Kelly.
And today we come to you with a word from the Lord from Proverbs 10:22. Now some of you go, wait, we've looked at this before. I know, but we need to look at it again.
The blessing of the Lord makes one rich, and he adds no sorrow with it.
All right, I'm going to read it without the word in italics. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it, with the blessing. Who can the blessing of the Lord make rich? Whomever. This is that argument that I've had at various times over the years, Tyler, about Jacob and Esau. Jacob was a liar and a cheat for a huge chunk of his life. He was always running a con. And I've had people actually argue with me and say, well, you know, brother, his dad was going to give his other brother, he was going to give Esau the blessing. And so, you know, he had to do that for God to continue to bless him. What? What kind of crazy? Who taught you that bad? There's a lot of words I want to say. But the verses right there before it say, in the abundance of words, there's some sin. So I'm going to try and avoid sin. Did God already make a promise to Isaac and Rebekah about which of their two sons would be preferred above the other? Boom. Promise beats all kinds of stuff. Number one. Number two.
God beats Isaac.
God beats Isaac. Say, but brother, what would Jacob have done had he not gotten that blessing and Esau would have gotten it? Big whoop.
Esau would have been even more blessed, and Jacob would have been blessed regardless.
Yeah, Esau would be the modern nation of China. I mean, it'd just be filled with Esau's descendants instead of the Chinese. So big whoop. It wouldn't have changed that God would have bestowed a blessing on Jacob because he had already promised him. Oh, some of you going, wait, that's from Star Trek. I know. Every time they were in trouble with the Romulans and the Klingons, right? Always that edgy music. Let me ask you, Tyler, do we have record of Terah's blessing of Abraham?
No.
No. Was Terah dead before Abraham got his promise? Most likely.
Yes.
Yes. Or pretty close thereafter. Did God bless Abraham and bless those who blessed Abraham so that Abraham was exceedingly rich?
Yes.
Yes. Hello. But Abraham had some shady dealings too.
Yes.
Yes, he did. And God still blessed him because God had made a promise to bless him in spite of Abraham's problems. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow to it. Why did Abraham have sorrow? Because Abraham tried to add some of his own stuff. Why did Jacob have sorrow? Because Jacob tried to add all kinds of junk. Joseph's only sorrow was he didn't get to see his dad and his little brother for a long time. And then he has them all at the end, takes care of all of them and their children and their grandchildren to the fourth generation. Amazing. The righteous guy, with the blessing of the Lord, has no schemes, and he ends up being basically the ruler of that entire chunk of the world for 80, 90 years. Phenomenal. Other thoughts, my brother?
No, sir.
With Adam Brian Reagan, this is.
Hi, Kelly.
We bid you good day.